No, because Clarissa, what happened, honey? I thought you was Papoose, 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 Papoose crazy. Like, what happened, girl? So have y'all been seeing all these recordings and videos and different stuff going around about Papoose and Claressa Shields?
That boy Pap is something serious, okay? He deserves every diss anybody gives to his ass. I mean that. He deserves every diss. Every diss that he deserves it. For real. Yeah. It's time to get in the booth, buddy. Everybody done dissed you. Time to get in the booth. She got hit by all 5 guys and didn't even bring a burger back.
I'm telling you.
So what is you lying for?
Listen, I did not fuck her. We was talking.
Okay, but you
and that's
you understand what I'm saying? How it looked? Because he not.
I know how it look. Listen, you keep acting like y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. You dealing with Curtis Petty Jackson, and I told you at the end of the day, he has been backed in the corner. This man.
Listen, Remy Ma is having a straight-up field day with Papoose on this one. Everyone out here was scratching their heads, asking why Claressa was chasing after a married man, and now it's all coming to light. She was playing her own game the entire time. While people thought this was some messy, real-life love triangle, it turns out Claressa was never caught up in all that drama the way they assumed. She was always 3 steps ahead, handling her business while everyone else got caught up in the noise. Meanwhile, Pat Poe? He was out here thinking he had Claressa all locked down, thinking he was the main dude in her life. But plot twist, he was just one player in a bigger game that Claressa was running. The whole hooting, hollering, and fake heartbreak over a married man? That wasn't even real. She wasn't serious. She was just stirring the pot, playing the sidelines like a boss. People love to overthink these situations, but this one is a whole mood shift. While Pat Poe was thinking he had control, Claressa had her own moves lined up, quietly handling her own thing without anyone catching on.
He not even speaking on nothing over there. He just letting motherfuckers do this all day. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna let this one say whatever. And pray that Rem not gonna say nothing to refute it. Nah, them days is fucking over. You don't get that grace from me anymore.
That's some next-level street-smart maneuvering. And then there's 50 Cent, who has been beefing with everyone under the sun. It's like you can't blink without him being involved in some drama or another. Since January, he and Pat Poe have been going back and forth non-stop, especially over AI diss tracks that just keep escalating things. Pat Poe recently dropped a diss track that sent 50 Cent into full-on mode, and for a minute, 50 went quiet, letting the world wonder if he'd finally had enough. But of course, silence doesn't last long in this space, and right when it looked like things might cool down, Claressa jumped online to stir the pot even more. She claimed that her man had finally won, trying to flex and twist the narrative, but everybody in the streets knows the truth. Things are getting even messier because now everyone's attention is shifting to Pat Poe's reaction to Claressa's little online flex. People thought he'd just brush it off like he didn't care, but nope, he went full defensive mode. Social media lit up as Pat Poe started clapping back, throwing shade, and making it clear that he's not about to let anyone twist his story. It's like the internet became the ultimate courtroom, with every fan, follower, and hater picking a side, debating who's really lying, who's playing games, and who's just out here for clout.
You understand what I'm saying? How it looked? Because he not.
I know how it look. Listen, you keep acting like y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. You dealing with Curtis Petty Jackson, and I told you at the end of the day, he has been backed in the corner. This man, keep this.
And here's the kicker. Claressa's moves weren't random at all. She's been carefully curating her image, showing that she's untouchable while keeping people guessing about what's real and what's just theatrics. All that chatter about her chasing a married man? Classic misdirection. She was setting the stage, making everyone believe one thing while quietly controlling the real storyline. That level of strategy? That's pure street-smart hustle. Pat Poe thought he was the main character, but Claressa was quietly writing the script behind the scenes. Meanwhile, 50 Cent is still in the mix, adding more fuel to the chaos. Every time Pat Poe makes a move, 50 has a response ready, turning this into a full-blown war of words. Fans are dissecting every clip, every caption, and every subtle hint dropped online. And let's be real, this isn't just entertainment. It's a spectacle. People are watching alliances form, seeing betrayals unfold, and waiting for that one explosive moment that's going to make the headlines. Social media is buzzing like a live wire, and nobody wants to miss a single second of it.
What's happening? See, I've been trying to spare you, Claressa. Even when motherfucking Geisha 305 put that shit up there, I told her to take that shit down. But since you want to play with a real, see, I'm from the crib, I'm from Miami, right? And real, we don't talk about what we do and how we do shit, right? But me and my dog Five was already on the phone before I even talked to you. He told me that, man, boy, just play, man, just dumb that shit down. That's why I said my dog Petty Jackson. Because he told me to play it like that. And I was going to play it like that and play dumb. And I wasn't going to respond. I don't even play with the internet. But since you want to record phone calls, guess what? I'm finna release all this footage. Yeah, that's right. I said I'm finna release the footage, man. Yeah. On Christmas, I was inside the crib. When you was on FaceTime, Papoose, I got the video. When she FaceTiming you, guess what? I'm sitting right there in the living room. At the same chair that I helped her get for her homewarming gift. That bed, I picked out that bed.
But it's not just about the fights or the clout, it's about power and perception. Claressa is proving that you don't have to play by the rules to win. You just have to be smarter than everyone else around you. Papo's anger, 50 Cent's constant energy, and the public's obsession all play right into her hands. She's turning the drama into a show where she calls the shots, leaving everyone else scrambling to catch up. This saga isn't slowing down anytime soon. Every post, every comment, and every reaction adds another layer to a story that's already wild. People are going to keep debating, dissecting, and analyzing every move because the stakes are high and the energy is electric. And honestly, this is the kind of drama that doesn't just trend, it dominates the internet for weeks. And things really went off the rails when Claressa decided to play in 50 Cent's face. That's when all hell broke loose. The moment she thought she could flex and get away with it, 50 flipped the script. He posted a picture with Papoose and Claressa's faces swapped on different bodies, calling it very, very handsome. But he didn't stop there. He went full savage. He told Papoose, "Ask your old lady if she's effing Maserati, bud, because I have the Ring camera videos." That was a straight-up checkmate move, making sure nobody could deny the receipts. 50 wasn't playing games, he was sending a clear message that he had everything on lock. And if people thought that was wild, he didn't hold back. 50 Cent posted footage of Claressa and Maserati Bud at the studio, claiming Maserati Bud was all over Claressa for Christmas, while Papoose was supposedly MIA.
I'm gonna stop dealing with who I was dealing with. The fuck with you. You like, oh, get them up. And then, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't finna give them up for you. That's what you really mad about, because I wouldn't give them up for you. And you felt like, oh, I'm the heavyweight champion. I don't care, I'm loyal to who I'm loyal to. If you weren't trying to get down with the party, I told you one night.
Everyone online was gasping because it wasn't just speculation anymore. 50 had receipts and he wasn't afraid to use them. Claressa probably thought she had her plans covered, but 50 Cent made it crystal clear that he could pull the rug out from under anyone, anytime. Meanwhile, the internet was buzzing. Folks started bringing up old drama when people were going off on Claressa for Papoose not spending Christmas with her. Instead of being with her, he was reportedly with Remy Ma and their daughter, leaving Claressa home alone. And honestly, she wasn't even tripping about Pat Poe not being there. She had her own moves lined up. But what she didn't expect was 50 Cent stepping in, turning her own play against her, and exposing it for everyone to see. After the messy reveal, Claressa went into full defense mode, claiming she knew nothing about Maserati and trying to spin it as if she wasn't involved. She said the only reason he got into her house was because he came with her friend Nene, attempting to minimize the situation. But the receipts were everywhere and the internet wasn't buying it. This was the kind of drama that gets dissected, debated, and replayed over and over because the stakes were high and the shade was heavy. Claressa might have thought she was running the show, but 50 Cent proved that he could outplay anyone. The combination of social media receipts, public exposure, and clever captioning made this a lesson in power moves.
So this dude been clout chasing since he tried to tell the geisha black girl, tried to fucking tell her that me and him was a thing. Back then, I checked him back then. So when I realized that his page got all this stuff about me on his page, I hit him and said, hey, yo, delete me off your page. Delete me off your page. It got too many pictures, too many videos, and it just look weird. Take me off your page, right? He all like, oh, it's gonna mess up my 3 and 3. It's gonna mess my pictures up. What? So Now I got to go to my DMs because I'm really confused about. I know for a fact I told this dude, I'm not interested in you. I know for a fact. So now I got to go to my. Now Claressa got to turn into the bad guy.
While she tried to defend herself, everyone watching knew the narrative had already shifted. This scandal wasn't just messy, it was chaotic, shocking, and unforgettable. The saga didn't stop with just the phone call. Oh no, it got messier. After Maserati spoke his truth, everyone realized that Claressa had opened a can of worms she couldn't easily close. People started connecting all the dots, all the studio sessions, late-night hangouts, and even those little behind-the-scenes moments where she let him into her personal space. Suddenly, what was supposed to be a clean story about friendship started looking a lot more complicated. Social media exploded, with fans debating whether she really kept things innocent or if there was more going on behind the scenes. Claressa's credibility started taking hits left and right. Every move she had made to try and look innocent or maintain a certain image was now under a microscope. Fans were asking, was she really just keeping it platonic? Or was it more than she admitted? And with Maserati confirming the details about dating multiple women, her excuses started to sound thinner by the minute. The stakes were high and the internet was not letting up. Meanwhile, Papoose found himself caught in the middle, trying to figure out how to navigate this chaos without making things worse. He had to deal with public scrutiny, fans questioning his loyalty, and now 50 Cent openly controlling the narrative. The pressure was intense, and any move he made could either clear his name or throw him deeper into the drama. People were glued to their screens, waiting to see if he would respond, or if he would just let 50 Cent and Claressa handle the story. Every post, comment, and subtle hint online became a major talking point, keeping the energy around this saga electric. And 50 Cent? He was thriving in this chaos. Every receipt, every post, every caption made it clear that he was fully in charge of the narrative. He wasn't just exposing details, he was controlling how people perceived the entire situation.
So I just left off a 50 Cent page. I go over there and I see this picture of Claressa Shields and Bud, Maserati Bud. Baby, I remember posting this and she threatened to send me a cease and desist note to take me to court because she said it's a lie. Why would I put that out there that she messed with Maserati Bud? So she must be caught some backlash from Papoose when I posted. So I'm all in the comments leaving my comment and being nosy, and 50 Cent right. No, you just got off the phone with him. Don't play with me. Yes, I post this pic of them the beginning of February 2025, honey. She was about to lose her mind when she seen this pic and video on my page.
The combination of Claressa trying to defend herself, Maserati confirming, key facts, and Papoose scrambling to respond created a perfect storm that the internet couldn't get enough of. This drama isn't slowing down, it's evolving. Each revelation adds another layer, making the story more chaotic, messy, and captivating. The saga has everything: strategy, betrayal, exposure, and unexpected truths coming to light. People are going to keep analyzing, debating, and replaying every clip because the stakes are high and the drama is far from over. Claressa, Papoose, and 50 Cent are all players in a game where the internet is the ultimate referee, and trust me, no one is backing down anytime soon. Claressa thought she had the perfect defense lined up when she recorded her phone call with Maserati just to prove that nothing romantic had ever happened between them. She wanted the world to see that the rumors were false and that she had been telling the truth all along. Maserati Bud went on record, saying clearly that nothing happened between him and Claressa. He emphasized that any claims of them being more than friends were totally untrue. And as for 50 Cent, everyone knew this was all part of his plan to get back at Papoose, the only way he knew how, by exposing the situation and making it public for everyone to judge. But here's the twist. The phone call, which Claressa thought would clear her name, ended up making things way more complicated.
Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll paper it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to paper it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything.
Instead of shutting the rumors down, the recording rubbed Maserati the wrong way. He wasn't happy about being pulled into public drama, and he decided to speak his truth fully, putting everything out there for everyone to see. Suddenly, what was supposed to be a clean defense became another layer of scandal, exposing more than Claressa probably wanted the world to know. The details that came out were shocking. Maserati and Claressa weren't just casual acquaintances, they did a lot together. From writing music to hanging out for hours at a time, they spent a ton of quality time together. And it wasn't just public interactions. Maserati even got to step inside Claressa's personal space. He was allowed into her crib on more than one occasion and even helped pick out furniture. That level of closeness hinted at something deeper than just friendship. People online were quick to point out that those kinds of interactions weren't normal for just friends, and it added fuel to an already blazing fire. Suddenly, what started as a phone call to clear her name turned into evidence that people dissected endlessly. Fans and critics alike debated what was really going on between Claressa and Maserati. Was it innocent? Or was it more than she admitted? And 50 Cent, of course, was sitting back, watching it all unfold, knowing his move had shaken everyone involved. At this point, the drama had escalated to a level nobody could have predicted. The combination of phone call receipts, Maserati speaking out, and the public's obsession with uncovering the truth made this saga more chaotic and explosive than ever.
I just like to express this one thing. All these girls be like, thank you to my man. And I want to say, to my hands, thank you to my hands. To my hands, thank you to my hands. Listen, from me knowing how to fight and me training hard, I make millions of dollars just from beating people up. So, to my hands, thank you to my hands. To my hands, thank you to my hands.
Claressa tried to control the narrative, but 50 Cent and the unexpected details from Maserati made it clear that this story wasn't going anywhere quietly. The scandal was alive, messy, and completely dominating conversations everywhere. The story only got messier after that. Once Maserati revealed why Claressa didn't want to be seen out in public with him, the internet went wild. Suddenly, everyone started piecing together her behavior over the past months. The private hangouts, the studio sessions, and even the times she let him into her personal space. People realized that her actions weren't just casual. They were strategic, calculated moves to protect herself while still maintaining control over the situation. And the fact that 50 Cent had all the receipts to expose the story just made it even more intense. Claressa's credibility started taking hits left and right. Every move she had made to try and look innocent or maintain a certain image was now under a microscope. Fans were asking, was she really just keeping it platonic, or was it more than she admitted? And with Maserati confirming the details about dating multiple women, her excuses started to sound thinner by the minute. The stakes were high, and the internet was not letting up. Meanwhile, Pat Poe found himself caught in the middle, trying to figure out how to navigate this chaos without making things worse. He had to deal with public scrutiny, fans questioning his loyalty, and now 50 Cent openly controlling the narrative. The pressure was intense, and any move he made could either clear his name or throw him deeper into the drama.
Talk to my man like a king. Don't ever get it messed up, baby. I may have the muscles and I may know how to fight, but I'm very submissive to my man because my man's a good man. And, he takes very good care of me, so.
People were glued to their screens, waiting to see if he would respond, or if he would just let 50 Cent and Claressa handle the story. Every post, comment, and subtle hint online became a major talking point, keeping the energy around this saga electric. And 50 Cent? He was thriving in this chaos. Every receipt, every post, every caption made it clear that he was fully in charge of the narrative. He wasn't just exposing details, he was controlling how people perceived the entire situation. The combination of Claressa trying to defend herself, Maserati confirming key facts, and Pat Poe scrambling to respond created a perfect storm that the internet couldn't get enough of. This drama isn't slowing down, it's evolving. Each revelation adds another layer, making the story more chaotic, messy, and captivating.
Turned into a piece of shit. This shit right here, the gambling, the failures that you had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, has turned you into somebody else. Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing. What are you talking about?
The saga has everything. Strategy, betrayal, exposure, and unexpected truths coming to light. People are going to keep analyzing, debating, and replaying every clip because the stakes are high and the drama is far from over. Claressa, Pat Poe, and 50 Cent are all players in a game where the internet is the ultimate referee. And trust me, no one is backing down anytime soon. What makes this whole situation even crazier is that the story has been floating around for a while, but it didn't get nearly the attention it deserved at first. Geisha was the first one to break the news that Maserati, Bud, and Claressa were reportedly dating. But almost immediately after she put it out there, Claressa reached out and pressured her to take it down. That's why the news barely made a splash when it first came out. People assumed it was just another rumor, but the receipts that are surfacing now tell a completely different story.
That's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other.
Fast forward to now, and 50 Cent decided to drop the bomb. He put the receipts out there showing interactions, footage, and evidence that Claressa couldn't easily spin. And just to make it even harder for her, Maserati backed him up with his own version of events, confirming everything. With both of them in agreement, it's becoming nearly impossible for Claressa to continue denying the situation. The internet has been watching closely, and the combination of public exposure, video clips, and phone call recordings has turned what was a small rumor into a full-blown scandal that's hard to escape. But the real kicker, the piece that sealed this entire story, was Maserati explaining why Claressa never wanted to be seen out in public with him. On the surface, they got along perfectly and were always around each other. People assumed they were just close friends or collaborators, but the truth was more complicated. Claressa wasn't just keeping it private for attention. There was a real reason behind it. Maserati made it clear that he wasn't looking for a traditional relationship. He told Claressa he only wanted to date multiple women and that the relationship could only work if she was comfortable being one of many.
It'll be 2 years next year in September. We at the end of the year. Some of this stuff is just so old. You know, it's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like they're separated. She got somebody too. Mm-hmm. Like, don't act like you're just over here. Mm-hmm. Like, she's happy, we're happy, and that's it. Like, I don't know what
Is it cordial though? Is it cordial or you just...
It was corny. It's always corny to do social media shit. You know what I'm saying? Who wants that? Who wants to be a part of the circus? So I just felt like it was corny.
That revelation shocked everyone online because it changed the entire perspective of the situation. People realized that Claressa's decisions weren't just about secrecy. They were about boundaries, expectations, and the reality of what kind of relationship Maserati was willing to have. Fans started analyzing her, every move, questioning her intentions, and debating whether she was playing her own game or just protecting herself from getting hurt. It added an entirely new layer to the drama, showing that this wasn't just about public exposure, it was about complicated personal dynamics that had everyone talking. Now, with 50 Cent holding the receipts, Maserati confirming the story, and the internet dissecting every detail, Claressa is in a position where the narrative is slipping out of her control. What started as a low-key rumor has turned into a scandal with layers of betrayal, strategy, and shocking truths that nobody saw coming. This is the moment that really shook Claressa. She didn't want to be seen out in public with Maserati only for multiple women to suddenly appear claiming him too. That fear pushed her to handle things on the low, seeing him in private while keeping up appearances publicly with Papoose. It was a calculated move to protect herself while still maintaining a public image, but now all that secrecy is coming back to haunt her. People online were dissecting every action, every post, and every story, realizing that her private decisions weren't as private as she thought.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been finding this fuck for a long time now. Real shit. Like, naturally just fire. Just naturally just, really just tea. It's like not even having to try. Put on a t-shirt, put on some jeans, put on some shoes, and I just been like, eating them down.
Now the big question is, what is Claressa going to do with all the receipts, videos, and statements circulating online? According to insiders, she plans to keep denying the rumors publicly. She's trying to manage the narrative in her favor while minimizing the damage. But when Papoose confronted her directly, the truth came out. She admitted that she had only cheated emotionally, and nothing physical had happened between her and Maserati. That may sound like a defense, but in reality it does little to save face. Emotional cheating can still sting, and for Papoose, it's a situation that has left him looking foolish every time he shows up with Claressa in public now. Meanwhile, the commentary from the sidelines has been ruthless. Remy Ma, in particular, has been vocal about the whole situation. She hasn't held back, pointing out that no woman should be respecting Papoose since all he does is live off women. For some time, people thought she was just bitter because of her own fallout with Papoose after he allegedly cheated.
Claressa Shields is a very good example of how you can literally hand a man over. Take that hoe. Here, take him. You can literally let a woman have a man, and she will spend the rest of her relationship being obsessed with you because she has become obsessed with the idea of being chosen over you. So now it has turned into a strange obsession for you because she can't figure out why you're so at ease by walking away from a man that she is so madly in love with. And the only thing that'll give her an ego boost, a high from the fact that he chose her, is if she can get under your skin.
But her commentary has been sharp, calling out the absurdity of his behavior while the drama unfolds. Her take added even more fuel to the fire, giving the internet yet another angle to dissect and debate. Claressa's situation highlights just how messy this entire saga has become. While she may try to maintain control publicly, the combination of 50 Cent's exposure, Maserati confirming details, and Remy Ma weighing in makes it nearly impossible for her to truly contain the narrative. Every public appearance, every comment, and every subtle move she makes will now be scrutinized for signs of deception. Papoose is left in a tough spot too. Anyone watching knows the truth now, and he can't easily shake the embarrassment. At this point, the drama has turned into a full-blown spectacle. It's not just about private relationships anymore. It's about public image, strategy, and who's really in control of the story.
So y'all knew my man had to come through for the baddest, for his queen. He came, Louis Vuitton travel duffel right bag with the travel with the... You're gonna have to give me... This is nice! Bricks. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Your gym bag?
Well, it's a duffel. So when you travel...
Fuck that, I'm taking this motherfucker to the gym. I'm putting gym clothes in here. I'm about to go to the gym Lou bag. Like, yo, she rich for real. Yeah, I come to the gym Lou bag. Pat got him for Christmas.
Yeah, you said, man. Claressa Shields, Papoose, you see the love?
Claressa may try to deny it, but the receipts and the opinions of everyone involved make it clear. This saga is far from over. And the streets, they're loving every second of it. And just like that, Claressa proves once again that she's playing the game on her own terms. Even after all the chaos, all the receipts, and all the drama, she's still moving the way she wants, and Papu, he still isn't stepping away. If he does, he risks losing his meal ticket again. And let's be real, how many women are going to tolerate his antics while giving him public attention?
He's gonna find out just how unhinged she really the fuck is. Y'all think that I'm unhinged.
Claressa has the power, and she knows it. The streets are watching, and honestly, nobody's mad about it. Why would anyone expect her to be loyal to a married man? She's smart enough to look out for herself, and she's been running circles around everyone in this saga. Papoose has to face the facts. Claressa isn't necessarily the smartest in every move she makes, sure, but she's strategic, especially when it comes to maintaining influence and attention. At the same time, he's realizing that Claressa has become his ticket to public relevance, whether he wants to admit it or not. He's going to continue using her energy and influence because the power dynamics are clearly in her favor.
He just dropped a bag on her.
Wow.
Literally, a bag, money, and some Louis Vuitton bags. You see how happy she... This is a beautiful black love that you see here, man.
Oh, I can't wait.
Love to see this. Her next fight is going to be amazing. All this joy that she got. Man, hey, shout out to Claressa Shields, shout out to Papoose. We love to see this, man. This is a beautiful type of love. You can really see the love. You see the joy in her face with this. Like, look at this. This is a beautiful thing, man. Shout out to them, man.
And while the internet debates her choices, she's quietly benefiting from all the drama, turning every scandal into a new way to stay relevant, protected, and in control. It's obvious that Claressa would be foolish to put all her eggs in one basket, especially a married man's basket. She's playing a calculated game, and whether people approve or not, she's winning. Her strategy shows that she's more focused on her own goals, her own future, and her own influence than on anyone else's expectations. Meanwhile, Papu remains tangled up in the web, trying to navigate a situation that's clearly slipping out of his control. So here's the question for everyone watching. Could Claressa really be cheating on Papoose again, given how obsessed she seems with staying ahead and keeping her power? Is this a story of emotional moves, strategic plays, or something even deeper?
Text messages and put my number out on her page that got 10 million followers. She did that. Putting everybody in our business, letting them know that me and Pap was together.
We want to hear what you think. Sound off in the comments below with your opinions, theories, and reactions to this wild saga. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the latest updates in this drama. Claressa's story isn't over, and this saga is far from finished. The receipts, the scandals, and the power plays are still unfolding, and you can be sure there's more chaos to come. Stay tuned, stay engaged, and keep watching as this wild story continues to evolve. Because in this game, nobody walks away without a little drama, and Claressa is making sure she's always in control.